Welcome, Dostoyevsky lovers. Today we are diving into one of the most compelling scenes in the brothers Karamazov. I'll be comparing two film adaptations of the same powerful moment from the novel. The scene is from Book 2, An Incongruous Gathering, specifically Chapter 6, Why Should Such a Man Live? To set the stage, you'll first hear a translated version of the dialogue as interpreted by Ignat Avsey. This will give us a clear foundation of Dostoyevsky's text. Then we'll explore how two different filmmakers brought this pivotal scene to life. We'll examine the interpretations of the book and how they chose to visually and emotionally capture its essence. Let's dive into Avsey and then the films.
Most divine and holy starets, he cried, pointing at Ivan Fyodorovitch, that is my son, flesh of my flesh, my most beloved flesh. He is, so to speak, my most respectful Karl Moor, while this son, who has just come in, Dmitri Fyodorovitch, and against whom I am seeking justice from you, he is the most disrespectful Franz Moor, both from Schiller's The Robbers, and so it follows that I must be the Regierender Graf von Moor. Be our judge and save us. Not only do we want you to pray for us, we also want you to enlighten us.
Stop acting the fool and do not start by insulting your family,
said the starets, in a feeble, exhausted voice. He was clearly becoming more and more tired, and his strength was visibly ebbing.
Here is the first filmatization, so let's dive in.
Божественный святейший старец, это мой сын, любимая плоть моя, это мой почтительнейший сын, так сказать, Карл Мор. А вот это тот, против которого я у вас управу ищу. Это уже не почтительнейший Франц Мор. Оба из разбойников Шиллера. Ну, а я жалкий граф фон Мор. Рассудите и спасите. Нуждаемся не только в молитвах, но и в пророчествах ваших.
Говорите без юродства и не начинайте оскорблением домашних ваших.
In this first version, it's interesting to see that the father doesn't say Ivan's name or Dimitri's name. He just refers to them as his sons. More correct in line with Avsey, he says that you should judge us and save us. He also asks the starets Sosima for prayers and prophecies. In this version, Sosima, he says buffoonery instead of fool, which I think is correct. Buffoonery is a much stronger theme, and Avsey should have perhaps used buffoonery instead of fool. And at the end, it's the same. He talks about not insulting his family. As you can see, the father is a bit emotional here. He's crying. So please remember that as well. Now let us see the second version.
Божественный старец, это мой сын Иван, любимейшая плоть моя, почтительнейший сын, так сказать, Карл Мор. А этот вот, только что вошедший сын, Дмитрий Федорович, против которого у вас управы ищу. Это непочтительный Франц Мор. Оба из разбойников. Автор Шиллер.
Говорите без юродства и не начинайте оскорблением домашних ваших.
As in the first version, he greets the starets, but different from the first, he says the full names of Ivan and Dmitri. He asks for the starets to judge this, but he is different here, that he does not ask for the starets to save them, and he does not even ask for prayers. He is speaking about foolishness at the end, the starets, and not buffoonery. The father in this version is, I feel, more stern than in the first. He's not sobbing, but he's more mad at Dmitri, and it shows. So, after exploring these two interpretations of Dostoevsky's profound scene, I leave the question to you. Which version resonates most deeply with you, and why? Is it the faithfulness to the text, or perhaps the emotional depth, or perhaps the creative liberties that speak to you? Share your thoughts. After all, every interpretation reveals something unique about how we connect with Dostoevsky's timeless genius. Take care, friends.